we have been driving for 6 hours. Looks like we got about 2 hours to go. We just gassed up and got a bite to eat. And we got one more small town that we'll probably top off, and we'll head to the campsite and hopefully get some scouting in for the night. If not, we'll hit it hard tomorrow morning. Hopefully find something. Weather-wise, I think we're gonna be good. It's only 81, which I thought it'd be close to 90s, if not 100 degrees. So that might not be a bad thing, but we'll see how it goes. We are driving around, kind of scouting the area, getting familiar with everything. Just saw a really nice 3x3. I don't know if it's nice for everybody, but I would definitely shoot at him, hopefully hit him. But so that's very promising. We're looking at some drainages and stuff that look amazing. Nice green. For Nevada, everything is green. I did not think Nevada would be this green. I thought it'd be all dead and brown. But I'm hopeful. I'm excited. I think the next couple days are gonna be exciting, and especially seeing that buck. I am pumped. Only saw the one, not sure if he had others with him and they jumped before I stopped, but we'll see. Hopefully we see more tonight. We're gonna take this road up a little ways and park it for the night, and just, I mean, we can see almost 360 around, so should be a good night of glassing. Well, we had a pretty successful day. We got here reasonable time. I think even with all the fuel stops, we made really good time.
Yeah, late afternoon, it was good.
Yeah, and scouting was phenomenal.
Yeah.
We saw 14 deer total. I would say 9 of them bucks.
Ooh, got chills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 9 bucks.
9 bucks. 5 of them, I would say 5 of them were.
Yeah, 5 were nice.
Really nice.
Well, five good bucks, 2 really nice bucks.
Two dandies.
Yeah. Dandies.
Dandies. We are gonna try and figure out how to get to those dandies. Those dandy bambies.
Yeah, there's hopefully a way to get kind of behind them, and if we have to backpack in, that's what we'll do.
Yep.
So tomorrow, it's the day before the opener for JC. So we're gonna go scout the area, see if we can't find a new way in, maybe find some more deer. But super cool.
Yeah.
High hopes.
Thinking we might backpack in, which is gonna be probably like a 3-mile hike just to a good camping location.
Yep.
And then maybe a mile from there, we'll be able to get decent eyes on where the two really good deer were.
But it'll put us in a position where the majority of the deer were hanging out. There's this really nice bowl. It's tucked away. It's hard to get to, so it makes sense that they're there. So we're gonna see if we can't get close.
Yep.
Oh yeah, what's going on today, bud?
Another day of scouting. Right before opening, so we'll go see what we could find today. So this morning we're gonna glass this hillside, check it out, make sure we didn't miss anything last night. According to the Forerunner, it's 43 degrees, so it's pretty chilly. So that's why I'm bundled up in my puffy coat and pants. So hopefully the sun pokes out and warms this up a little bit, and we'll check this out and see what it has to hold and go from there. Maybe take a nap this afternoon, because It was super cold last night and I didn't sleep that great. So we just found a group of 7. I'm not sure if they're all bucks, but at least 4 of them, you could tell they had antlers. 2 or 3 of them had really nice racks. We're just trying to figure out if we were to make a play on them, how we would do it. And with the thermals and everything, I was thinking getting up on the top and relocating them from there, but the thermals would push everything to them. So we'll just watch them. We're about to lose sight of them because they're going to work into some trees that are blocking our view, but we'll watch them for as long as we can and try and pick them up again tonight, maybe.
Alright, we're still just watching those deer. They kind of moved into a spot where if they do this again tomorrow, JC has a good opportunity on them. So we're just watching to see where they end up. But right now we're really excited, really hopeful.
Yeah, feeling pretty good. I'll at least get some stalks in. That's all you can ask for, I guess. Come to a whole new state, have no experience. I just need to get some reps under my belt and put as many stalks on animals as possible. So that's the game plan. And we've definitely located enough groups of bucks that we can have multiple stalks this week, as long as this canyon doesn't blow up with people. So far, knock on wood, we're the only people up here, but season opener is tomorrow, so I bet people start rolling in tonight. I think we're calling it for the morning. We're gonna go hang out at camp, maybe shoot the bow, make sure I'm still good. We just had our, I'm gonna name him Tripod because he's a pretty good symmetrical 3x3. We saw him last night as we were driving up. We just had him again at less than 200 yards. But the group over here that we were watching went from a group of 7 to, I think we counted 13, all bucks. So we are gonna try and get them tomorrow. The biggest one, I mean, there was one that he was tall, at least from as far from where we could see him. He looked super tall.
Tall and deep forks.
Tall and very deep forks. There's one that has a lot of mass, not very big forks, but he almost looks, on the fronts almost look palmated, like. So we're pretty excited for what the morning's gonna look like. I think we're gonna try going after the big group, and if not, we might come after Tripod. So we're slowly walking in here. We found the group that we saw yesterday. They're way up on the hill, so hopefully we can sneak underneath them, and as they feed down, we'll get a good opportunity. Let's just hope we can get under them before they come all the way down. So yesterday, so not quite sure what we're gonna do. We might try and make our way up a little bit, see if we can cut them off, or maybe they come down this other drainage that they didn't come down yesterday, but we'll figure it out.
Okay, just spotted a doe. She was a few hundred yards away, didn't know I was here, so I got some footage of her. But we're just trying to figure out what we want to do. It's kind of hard. We're playing checkers. These bucks are playing chess. Alright. Me and Jamie kind of separated a little bit. He stayed below me about 100 yards. I come up. What we got is two canyons, two drainages that make a V. And so, if they do come down either of these drainages, I'll be able to see them from the top. And then I can make my way either to one or the other, depending on which one they're coming down. Hopefully this works out. They could just bed way up in the trees above us and not even come down. Maybe we just caught them at a good time yesterday, coming down for water. And they're not going to do the same thing again because they just had water yesterday. I don't know. We'll see what happens. As Randy Newberg would say, they didn't read the script. We just came up to a little spot to glass for the evening. Try and relocate the bucks from this morning and then maybe come across one that we've been seeing every day and make a stalk on him. And I went to set up my glass and there was a giant rattlesnake a couple feet away, started shaking at me. So we moved, gave him space, but a little nerve-wracking not knowing exactly where he's at and where he's going. So we're just trying to stay a little vigilant, but we're just gonna glass up these hillsides, see if we can't pick up those bucks, and then hopefully we can pick up the buck we've been seeing the past couple days. So I'm hoping we can end tonight with a stalk. If we can do at least a stalk a day, if not 2 stalks a day, that'd be great. So JC got a stalk in this morning. We found some bucks this morning, so we're just hoping to keep going and get some momentum. So alright, we're back up where we were last night. We're going to try and watch those deer come across again and see if we can figure out their route, and then we're going to make a plan based off of that. But right now I'm thinking we take the ridge and we're going to just hike up the ridge. It's going to be nasty and it's probably going to suck, but I'm thinking that's what we're going to have to do. Then we'll get up on a knob where we can glass kind of across and down to them, and then find out where they bed, and then possibly make a plan, like make a stalk once they bed. But I got a feeling there's a reason these bucks are in this drainage. It's super hard to get to them. If you're coming from above, your scent's gonna wash down to them. If you work from the bottom during the day, it's gonna get to them. Like where they bed, they have almost like a 360 view of the drainage below. Maybe not 360, but we'll say 180 view with just some nasty cliffy stuff above them. So we'll figure it out. We'll hopefully we find them, and we have a game plan for tomorrow morning. Or maybe something will come up in the sagebrush right here next to us and we can make a play on them. But we'll find something. So
It is like 4 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna hike up this ridge. It's gonna be nasty. It's like 1,500 feet of elevation gain in 3/4 of a mile, but it'll give us a really nice view, and hopefully we can put a buck to bed. So let's get to it. So we got 5 bucks that are kind of feeding down the hill over here. I'm gonna go get into a finger, drop down, and try and cut them off and ambush them. We'll see how it works out. JC's going in for a stalk. These deer are in a similar spot when we first found them, and what they did is they fed down a finger. And so he's going to try and get into the cut right in front of us and come down and get underneath them, underneath some trees. Because if they move that same way, he'll be right in their path and he'll have a good ambush shot. Okay, it's just starting to rain. Which, it's not super heavy, so I don't think it'll last. As long as these bucks don't care. JC's gonna have a little bit more to cover his noise, so we're just gonna stay here. I'm gonna keep watching and hopefully he can get in on him. Surprising, they bedded down in the open, just in some sagebrush. I'm waiting to see JC so I can try and flag him and tell him what's going on. There's 5 bucks total. 4 of them have bedded. The biggest one is bedded kind of up above them all and is kind of in a killable spot. I'm just waiting on one more to bed down, but he's hanging out with 2 of the other ones, so he's probably going to go down soon. But they probably will only be in this bed for no more than an hour, I bet. But this is good. We know where they are. This is good. Dang it. How'd it go? I got within, I think 382. That was what? 382 is what the rangefinder said. Okay. I doubt you could see me. Good. I kind of got behind a tree over here and noticed that they had bedded down. So I'd stopped and I'd just kind of sat there and watched them until they started getting up and moving. And then it looked like they're starting to move up. Something spooked the deer and they're heading right towards us. JC's gonna try and cut them off. I think he's gonna be trying to crawl in. They're fired at gas. Let me see. About 200 yards away from JC right now. But something spooked him and they hightailed it right to us. So yeah, he's going in, he's gonna crawl. Okay. JC sitting underneath a tree, probably 150 away from the deer. He told me he can see 2 of them. There's 3. So I think he's gonna try and stay put for a minute. He's scooching in. With where they are, like physical distance. They are. They're probably a lot closer than what I think they are. Because the way that cut works, it's just such a steep angle that if they're right there below him, he might be at like 60 yards. Let me see if I can turn this around and caught wind. There's a bad wind draft. I think they caught it either minor. Probably is wind. He's so close to him. There they go. Must have spooked the bucks because they were heading away from us, and then all of a sudden they were on a dead run towards us. So I tried to keep myself between them, or keep a tree in between me and them, sneak up. But it's so loud and crunchy, they probably heard me. I think they caught your wind. Feel that wind? Yeah, my wind was heading right for them. They're still right up there. When those deer spooked, but they're about 600 yards above us on this hill. One of them bedded down. The other 2 are standing, kind of looking our way. Wind is not great, but I don't think it's going right to them. So if they bed down, that's probably going to be their bed for the day because it's getting really hot. So JC might have another play. I'm just watching right now to see what they do. What are we doing? We're backing out. We were busted those deer. They knew where we were. They were watching us. So we're gonna back out and go from a good vantage that's probably like a mile away and just watch them and see what they do if they come out, and if they go down. Maybe tonight we'll make a play and come up the bottom of the drainage. But we'll give them some time to calm down. day number 4. We're back up on the ridge we were yesterday, trying to relocate all those deer. So let's see if we can get it done. Get me while I'm eating. We got 3 deer making their way this way. So, getting ready just in case they get close.
Alright, we're glassing those deer still. I am laying down. I got my phone scope set up, so I'm just watching TV essentially. This is the view.
Alright, so the bucks we were watching, they fed over. We're gonna work our way up this up to this peak, see if we can get eyes back on them.
Where are we going?
We're going over to this other face. We picked up a bed, we picked up a buck. We believe he bedded down behind this tree. But as we're working our way down, we're kind of checking to make sure he's not moving. But he's a decent 3x3 that we've seen quite a bit. We named him Tripod. I don't know why the name doesn't fit, but yeah.
Yeah, we picked that buck up. We were up at the top of this nasty ridge. We started glassing down. We picked him up and watching him go behind a tree, and he hasn't come out. So we're hoping he's bedded. We're gonna run down and relocate him and put a stalk on him. I am currently sitting 200 yards from a bedded buck. JC is sneaking around to get behind the buck. It's behind 2 sets of trees, looking away from where JC's gonna come from. We actually saw that buck on that knob, right there, that knob right there. We hiked all the way up that this morning and was watching other deer and sat down waiting for some deer to come in. And I started glassing and picked up this buck, and he immediately bedded and hasn't moved. JC's sneaking in now. I'm just gonna try to keep my eye on this buck as best I can without spooking it. I'm gonna put my phone scope on my tripod and have it aiming at that buck, and then watch with the camera for JC. But it's a good opportunity. We snuck all the way into 200 and that buck didn't know we were here, so hopefully we get it done.
The branch of a bush, and
It deployed.
I didn't even see the bush. I was so zoned down on him. Alright, so that's a wrap for day 4. We had a super exciting day. Super challenging hike this morning that whooped our butts. let's not ever hike up that again. And then we spotted the buck, little 3x3 that we've been calling Tripod. We haven't seen him since opening morning, so we put a stalk on him. I got within 20, I think last time I ranged his tree was 21 yards. I may have got a little bit closer, a step or two, and then stepped on a twig. He busted out. I thought he run maybe 20 yards away, so I put a 40 pin on him and pulled through my shot and bounced off a branch from a bush that was like right in front of his vitals. So arrow ricocheted off, didn't even touch him, and he run out of my life forever. It was heartbreaking. So we're gonna try and find him again tomorrow. Hopefully he's in kind of the same area. We're gonna get up on a high knob and glass the area, so hopefully we can relocate him. Alright guys, we're gonna wrap up this mule deer hunt. There's a storm rolling in and we're gonna go home today or tomorrow morning, but with this storm and the forecast showing rain for tomorrow too, we're just gonna pack it up early. It's been fun. I appreciate Jamie coming along and filming and for letting us use his trailer. That thing was a lifesaver. But we'll catch you on the next one.